And liberals won't like it when I empower local law enforcement to help deport illegal aliens. But it must be done, because the federal government has failed to secure our borders, and illegal aliens are costing Georgia taxpayers over $1 billion every year. I'm not worried about the liberals. My concern is you.
Wow. Welcome back to Hardball. Georgia gubernatorial candidate Nathan Dio is not alone in making immigration a hot campaign issue. Politico reports candidates in 20 states are endorsing anti-illegal immigration laws, but the numbers tell a different story. A new Pew report shows that illegal immigration actually has dropped sharply over the past decade from an average of almost 1 billion, well, 850,000, almost 1 million a year at the start of the decade to just 300,000 at this time right now. And the estimated number of illegal immigrants overall living in the U.S. is down now from a peak of 12 down to about 11.1 in 2009. So why are politicians on the right ratcheting up the fear factor? Maria Teresa Kuma is an MSNBC contributor and executive director of Voto Latino, and Alfonso Aguilar is executive director of Latino Partnership for Conservative Principles. Maria Teresa, where's this stand as a political issue right now? We're going to show some tough stuff here from Jan Brewer, but well, let's start with this so we know. And then you jump off of this. Here's Jan Brewer. We showed her in her brain freeze a moment ago. Here she is on Fox in June.
It's a good bill, and it's another tool for us to be able to use in order to get our borders under control. We cannot afford all this illegal immigration and everything that comes with it, everything from the crime into the drugs and the kidnappings and the extortion and the beheadings and the fact that people can't feel safe in their communities. It's wrong. It's wrong.
Well, beheadings may have grabbed you, that word. Medical examiners and coroners in border counties said they hadn't seen immigration-related beheadings. So reporters challenged Governor Brewer after last night's debate to see what is she talking about. Let's listen to her non-response.
Brewer, why wouldn't you recant the comment you made earlier about the beheadings in the desert?
That's a serious question, Governor.
Well, this was an interesting evening tonight.
Please answer the question about the headless bodies. Why won't you recant that? You still believe that? It's not a crime. Come on, Governor.
Okay, thank you all.
Governor, what do you want?
Maria Teresa, fill me in on beheadings. Is that an issue? I mean, it's a serious issue. I'm not going to play down. I want illegal immigration stopped. I want a legal system, a liberal system, but I want it enforced. So I may not be with a lot of liberals on this, but I think we ought to have a system of guest workers, a system of liberal immigration, but I want it on paper. I want the game to end. I want the cheap exploitation of labor to end. I don't want anybody getting hired in this country under the table anymore. I want everybody getting Social Security, everybody paying taxes, and getting the benefits of residence. Legal residents when they're working here. I don't want any more game playing by the Democrats or the business people or anybody else, even the civil liberties people. Everybody's playing a game on this issue. That's my setup to our conversation. So let's have a serious conversation. There are no good guys in this issue. Everybody is playing a game. Tell me seriously where this is going to play politically this November. How's this issue going to cut, this illegal immigration issue?
I mean, I think, first of all, the Republicans are actually filling a leadership vacuum when it comes to immigration, sadly enough, and they're using it by creating racial profiling, and that's one of the reasons that the Brewer bill was gutted by the federal court. What needs to happen, and this is a prime opportunity for the Democrats really to space it, is instead of cowering to the Republicans, they have to come up with a common sense solution. And in fact, the comprehensive immigration reform bill that was recently offered does exactly what you're saying, Chris. It's incredibly tough on undocumented individuals. They have to pay taxes. They have to get to the back of the line. They have to secure the border more than anything. And more importantly, there's E-Verify. So that means that every single person in the United States. On that one. Right.
What's your view? You have a different view.
Well, I think we're oversimplifying.
Well, just to respond to her, she says let's do something on verification, no more illegal hiring. Let's have some kind of border control. Let's let people become Americans if they're willing to pay the price and do it right.
I think
what's your alternative?
You make the point. We need to strengthen border security, but at the same time, we need a guest worker program. The root of the problem here
who's against that?
The Democrats are.
Why?
Because they're controlled by the unions. The president of the FAL-CIO is going around the country saying that you cannot have comprehensive immigration reform with a guest worker program. They're against it. Obama so far has only mentioned employer sanctions and legalization. That's not comprehensive. Without a guest worker program to facilitate the legal flow of workers that our economy needs, we're not going to solve this problem. And guess what? Only Republicans are mentioning a guest worker program. Carly Fiorina, yesterday in the debate.
Okay, that's part of the issue. Let me get back to you so you can respond, Maria.
I think, fundamentally, with the Republican Party, the only thing that you found with the 20 states that you mentioned that are introducing this tough on undocumented individuals is basically, promoting racial profiling. Those are not solutions.
Why
it's
you
divisive.
respond to what he said? No, respond to what he said. Part of the solution is, to me, clean up the system. No more games. No more illegality. No more under the table. No more cheap hiring and exploitation of labor. No more ethnic game playing by the Democrats. Let me ask you this. Are you for a guest worker program as part of the solution or not? He said you're not.
No, I mean, we have to have smart solutions. That's part of the legislation.
No, you're not answering the question.
No, but I am, Chris. That's part of the. That's actually part of the project. Part of the legislation that Schumer introduced was guest worker program. Now it's also talking about making sure that you're talking about E-Verify.
No.
No, pardon.
It's a commission.
So a commission does what?
What they would create is a commission, another bureaucracy.
To do what?
To determine how many people come in each year. In an Obama administration, he would appoint people with ties to the labor unions. Let the market determine how many people come in. This is an economic
both sides
issue.
are so far from. Who's going to help this election? Maria Teresa.
Right now, it's going to help the Republicans because the Latino vote right now doesn't see any leadership from either the Republicans or the Democrats.
Okay,
and
thank you very much, Maria Teresa Kuma. As always, Alfonso Aguilar, nice to meet you. When we return, I'm going to have some thoughts about the dire political future facing Democrats 2 months from today. You're watching Hardball, only on MSNBC.